Hello, hello, hello. This first chat. So yeah, okay. Chat is back. I think something's not right with my settings right now, and it's totally horrible. So, but should be better than before. Let's try to hear ourselves. Yeah, okay. Chat is back. I think something's not right with my settings right now, and it's totally horrible. So, but should be better than before. Let's try to hear ourselves. Yeah, okay. Chat is back. I think something's not right with my settings right now, and it's totally horrible. So you're probably hearing an echo on my in YouTube. Okay, it's kind of lagging right now for me. Mhm. Frames dropped. Click start. 8,900 kilobits per second. So it is kind of stable. Okay. Mm-hmm. So far, so good. Okay. Mm-hmm. So far, so good. I still want to have a better quality. Okay. Stream, but apparently it will be possible. Mm-hmm. So far, so good. I still want to have a better quality. Okay. Stream, but apparently it will be possible. Mm-hmm. So far, so good. Right. Still, yes, I want to have a better quality. Okay. Stream, but apparently. Wonder if I change my settings. Will the quality change of my stream? Let's just hear the music.
We will see. Come with me, take the journey. We will see. Come with me, take the journey. The way to celebrate be waiting. Make it the day to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make
Okay, 2 days to go.
We will see. Come with me, take the journey.
Okay, deals are done.
We will see.
So what's left
Come
is
take the journey.
missions.
The way to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make.
Cool, to include a function where I can teleport to nearby. This is okay. Hello. It's gonna be able right now. It's here with me. I just like to hear what kind of quality. Hello, my stream have right now. It's gonna be able right now. It's here with me. I just like to hear what kind of quality. Hello, my stream have right now. Invisible. The Rocketman Commission believes that the culprit for this anomaly is hiding here somewhere. The reverberation generator should help locate invisible monsters. Please use it wisely. I'll be investigating the other direction next. Please help me check out the beach. Outdoor hotel. Be careful, we will stay in remote contact. I'll catch up with you later. Okay, special mechanism upon entering combat. After being ambushed, all enemies actions are great and advanced. Additionally, their toughness cannot be deleted, so they always have shields on. That's rough. Oh, okay, only for 2 turns. Okay, that's... So, get to the beach. For the sake of your safety, I've remotely activated reverberation generator. electronic force. The invisible monsters affected by the anomaly are extremely keen, so be careful and don't let them catch you off guard. As for when to activate the generator next, I'll leave that to you.
I'll see you off. Eternal sleep, the dead return!
Tedious.
There's always a weakness. Enemy targets detected.
Stand down. Blade of moonlight. In lunar flame.
Okay.
We shall take back what we lost. Show your courage.
You chose the wrong enemy. Receive divinity.
Thanks for the support. Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Unworthy.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Bloom.
Save it for your own skin.
Repay.
You'll pay for this.
Nothing major.
Ready for another? This battle is unavoidable.
Tedious.
I'll see you off.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Unworthy. Blade of moonlight. In lunar flame.
Okay. Time to go. Bye-bye.
The combat report will be ready soon.
Eternal sleep, the dead return!
Enemy targets detected. There's always a weakness.
Blade of moonlight.
Almost got
You chose the wrong enemy.
done. That was a close one.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Unworthy.
We have the upper hand.
Okay.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
The dead return!
Commencing support. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Bloom. Repay.
Unworthy. Blade of Moonlight.
This battle is unavoidable.
Okay.
The combat report will be ready soon.
What's that? What's that over there?
Show your courage. Troublesome.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
You'll pay for this. Enemy targets detected. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Bella? Counter attack.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. This battle is
Blade of Moonlight. All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Nothing
Ready
major.
for death.
Receive divinity. Repay.
There's always a weakness. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Bye.
There's always a weakness.
You're still here? That's it for you. Bye, doggy.
We shall take back what we lost.
Okay, let me check that. I couldn't access it before. Investigate. There is indeed signs of bleeding. It looks like it's from a four-legged creature. Okay. No,
The
you
moon
don't.
shines on the truth.
I'll see you off.
That was a strange sound.
Eternal sleep. The dead
I don't know
return!
if you called it.
Unworthy. Blade of Moonlight. All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
It's from
Ready for
freezing.
death.
There's always a weakness. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. There's always a weakness. The combat.
No. Okay. So they have toughness now.
Try harder.
Receive divinity.
Save it for your own skin.
Grace.
Eternal The dead return! You chose the wrong enemy.
I see. Oh. How about this one?
Stand down. All will be revealed. In lunar flame. Blade of moonlight.
This ain't too soon, but
This battle is unapproved. Enemy targets detected. You'll
Nothing
pay
major.
for this.
Ready for death.
okay. We pulled through. Okay. We have to battle the monkey. Okay, I'll keep it up. What the? So it's a what? Oh, yeah.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Don't get complacent.
Oh, get that place.
Eternal The dead return!
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them. Commencing support.
Bella, you can survive this, yeah. Good job.
Lend me your strength.
Bloom.
Thanks for the support.
Repay.
Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Not good.
Unworthy.
17, okay. Good job.
Blade of moonlight.
Oh, yeah, good job, baby. Yeah.
Nowhere to run.
27, okay. And it's over, right?
We shall take back what we lost.
Where's the trotter? Did we... miss it? Interesting creatures. Okay, give me the rewards. More than 8 times. Ah. Should I go again? Okay. I'm gonna auto this and I'm gonna build myself for a bit. Yeah. So enjoy the grind.
Show your
The moon shines on the truth.
I'll see you. Ha!
Blade of moonlight.
Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them. The combat report will be ready soon. I understand. I understand. I understand. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
In lunar flame.
The dead return!
Blade of moonlight.
Lend me your strength.
In lunar flame. Blade of moonlight.
We shall take back what we lost. Netmarkers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Lend me your strength.
Blade of Moonlight. In Lunar Flame. The moon shines on the truth.
Quietly. To guard and defend. Crush them.
The dead return!
Blade of Moonlight.
Lend me your strength.
In Lunar Flame. Blade of Moonlight.
Bloom. Repay.
Lend me your strength. The combat report will be ready soon.
In Lunar Flame. Blade of Moonlight.
Netmarkers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them.
In Lunar Flame. Blade of Moonlight.
The dead return!
Ready for another? Netmarkers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Lend me your strength. Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Blade of Moonlight. Ready for death?
You chose the wrong enemy. Nothing major.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
Nowhere to run.
Quietly.
I'll see you off.
There's always a weakness. Enemy targets detected.
Receive divinity. Eternal the dead return!
Stand down. Ha! Blade of Moonlight.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Commencing support. The combat report will be ready soon.
I made a mistake. I didn't read it right. So I'm supposed to use it less than 8 times. Man, silly me. Let's go again.
The moon shines on the truth.
But if I can use the keyboard on that.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them! There's always a weakness.
Nothing major.
There's always a weakness.
Receive divinity.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Okay. Here we go.
You'll pay.
Do not concern yourself with the outcome. The moon shines on the truth. In lunar flame. Blade of Moonlight.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Lend me your strength. To guard and defend! Crush them! Lend me your strength!
Blade of Moonlight.
Troublesome.
Bloom.
The moon shines on the truth.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack!
The dead return!
Blade of Moonlight. Do not concern yourself with the outcome. Danger. The moon shines on the truth. Blade of Moonlight.
Lend me your strength!
In lunar flame.
Bloom.
Lend me your strength! To guard and defend! Crush them! Ready for another?
Nothing major. The dead return!
Blade of Moonlight.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack!
The moon shines on the truth. In lunar flame. Blade of Moonlight.
Lend me your strength! Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack!
Receive divinity.
Blade of Moonlight.
Ready for another? Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Do not concern yourself with the outcome. The moon shines on the truth.
Who goes there? The dead return!
Blade of moonlight.
Lend me your strength.
In lunar flame.
Lend me your strength. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Blade of moonlight. In lunar flame. The moon shines on the truth.
The dead return!
Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Blade of moonlight. In lunar flame.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Receive divinity. Repay.
Do not concern yourself with the outcome.
The sound of the ocean was really nice. Time for stage 2.
Show your courage.
Bye bye. Excuse me. Little thirsty. Water.
Ами, я официално ми казват, ама тъс Корнелия Нинова, комисията има интервю в момента с нея. Тя още ми ще да кажа, ма каза, значи, се печелят БСП-то, и
Неофициално.
тук разград отива явно Добрев отива с някого на балтаж. Абе, тук сме комунистически граждани. Някакви мандари. И в тия долу. Да. Само няколко трябва да се върте, то... Ано, знаеш, четвъртът на жакция май трябва да видим. Така много лош въздуха, бе. Нищо.
Мамо, идем на новенька.
Верно ли? Майко, ти обятра, ще го делаш. Айде.
Взе туалетната партия. Нека.
The moon shines on the truth.
Nothing major. The dead return!
The time is now. Lend me your strength.
A blade of moonlight. In lunar flame. Try harder.
Oh,
The moon shines on the truth. The moon shines on the truth.
Enemy data secured.
Yes. Yes.
Time to make a decision. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Don't get complacent.
Evil doer.
Immortality means forever.
Stand down.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend, crush them.
Blade of moonlight. In lunar flame.
Okay. Yes.
Ready for death.
It's time. Doing this. Little Trotter. It's time to say goodbye.
A miracle.
Receive divinity.
Thanks for the support.
Eternals, the dead return!
Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. We have the upper hand.
I'll see you off.
Nowhere to run. All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Commencing support. This battle is
A puny existence.
Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Immortality.
The moon shines on the truth.
Okay, happy to hear it's a success. Oh, it's impossible for only one trotter to create such a large scale anomaly. If you understand what I mean. Understand what I mean. So there's more trotters over there. I don't understand what you mean. And suddenly feel like quitting. Do you have bait or something for them? Thank you. Okay. Part 3. Here we go. Should I? Thank God for Jinglio. She's perfect with this mission. Amelie. Noise, okay. There is one, okay.
Ouch!
Try harder.
Lend me your strength.
Stand
We've
down.
entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Blade of moonlight.
Commencing support. Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack!
No, eternally. Okay. Here we go again. This time for sure. Shorter. That's not a lot to do.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Unworthy. All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
But that's Amelie. Okay.
Blade of moonlight.
Lend me your strength.
Close one.
Tedious.
I'll see you off.
This battle is unavoidable. Enemy targets detected.
No.
The moon shines on the truth.
False. Oh, I didn't. Should have thought of this before. Freeze. No. That's kind of sucks.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
All will
always
be
a weakness.
revealed. In lunar flame.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them! Commencing support. You'll pay for this.
You chose the wrong enemy. Receive divinity.
Thanks for the support. Troublesome.
Blade of Moonlight.
Oh, finally.
Do not concern yourself with the outcome.
Okay.
The moon shines on the truth.
Where should I go next?
The dead return!
Unworthy. Ha! Blade of Moonlight. Ready for death.
Bye,
Enemy
doggy.
targets detected.
Bye, trooper.
Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. This battle is unavoidable.
I'll see you off.
Nowhere to run.
Okay.
The moon shines on the truth.
Close one. That was really close.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Blade of Moonlight. In lunar flame.
Did we manage to do it? Okay, we are making progress. There's something over there. And there. That's
The moon shines on the truth.
the bottom 5.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
You chose the wrong enemy. Eternal the dead return!
Unworthy. Ha! Blade of Moonlight. All will be revealed in lunar flame. Do not concern yourself with the outcome. The moon shines on the truth.
Hello there, Trotter.
Stand down. Blade of Moonlight.
There's always a weakness. Commencing support.
Try harder.
Let's settle this. Ha! Receive divinity.
All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Okay, last one. Yes, Aromatome. I don't see any invisible. Oh, there's one. Okay.
The moon
Visible.
shines on the truth.
Cacciamo!
Don't get complacent.
Okay.
Commencing pacification. Criminal.
Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
No, I'm not a criminal, but you are scrap.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Tedious. Blade of moonlight.
Bloom.
Your assistance is timely.
No, Bella.
You chose the wrong
Yeah.
enemy. Receive divinity.
Thanks for the support.
Repay. Eternal the dead return!
Ouch!
I made a mistake.
I'll
I
see
should
you
go
off.
for-
Bloom.
Thanks for the support.
Ready for death. All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Lend me your strength.
Come on.
Nowhere to run.
Treasonous.
Nothing major.
Stand
Enemy
down.
data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
You chose the wrong enemy. Receive divinity.
Thanks for the support.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
All will be revealed in lunar flame.
Okay. Herding operation has been a huge success. So no more trolls in the real keeping commission, I guess. And you still don't know why they were invisible? Okay. I think it's getting late. Hmm.
I was speaking with Mr. Yang about the Cloud Strider. There are many legends about the Cloud Strider in the Xianzhou Alliance's folktales. The Cloud Strider made a chromatic echelon, created the Star Rail, and traveled across the universe, connecting many worlds.
Oh, Love Strider. Okay.
They left many legends throughout the galaxy, though such legends are bound to be contaminated by falsehoods. The Cloud Strider once drove eternal wildfires from the ground, saving life on land from scorching heat. When I spoke of this, Mr. Yang told me that a similar tale exists at a place called Sanjisk. They believe Akivili moved a continuously erupting volcano into the heavens to save the people below. Perhaps this legend was simply how ancient peoples accounted for the star in their planetary system, by attributing it to the Cloud Strider. If one had heard only of the Xianzhou natives' legend, or the tale of the Sanjisk people, it would be impossible to arrive at the truth. Truth often lies in seeing and listening to other perspectives. When one sees only what is in front of them, they are blind to the bigger picture.
I see, I see.
Seems like Topaz is on the phone.
Huh? Are you serious? 15% drop on opening? Strange. Don't worry, I'll have someone check it out. Jackie, can you hear me? I need you to call the chairman for me. Ugh. Chairman Carlos of Tulus Pharmaceuticals, obviously. Knock it off with the amateur questions. Jade is looking for me. I'll contact her in 5 minutes. Barry needs me too? Put him on another line. I have
she's really
something
busy.
urgent to take care of. I'll contact him later.
Let's not disturb her.
So.
Come with me, take the journey. The way to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it.
Show your courage. Analyze the target.
Don't get complacent.
Stand down.
Lend me your strength.
Tedious. Blade of moonlight.
Commencing support.
Bloom.
Enemy data's net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Eternal the dead returned! Let's settle this.
Ready for death. All will be revealed in lunar flame.
You'll pay for this. Enemy targets detected.
You chose the wrong enemy.
There's always a weakness.
I'll see you off.
Ожидаю, да.
Don't get eternal sleep. The dead returned!
Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Stand down.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Blade of moonlight.
We have the upper hand. Troublesome.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Ready for death. All will be revealed in lunar flame.
Enemy targets detected. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. You'll pay for this.
I'll see you off. Bloom.
Your assistance is timely.
Hey!
Nowhere to run.
Okay.
Don't get
We've entered the
complacent.
storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Eternal sleep. The dead returned!
Tedious.
Lend me your strength.
Stand down.
Commencing support. Travis.
Tedious. Blade of moonlight. All will be revealed in lunar flame.
Receive divinity. Repay.
Ready for death.
Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Okay. Almost 4.
Nowhere to run. The moon shines on the truth.
The enemy situation.
Don't get complacent. The dead return!
Blade of moonlight. Ready for death.
Lend me your strength. We have the upper hand.
You chose the wrong enemy.
All will be revealed in lunar flame.
This battle
Enemy
is
data
unavoidable.
net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Okay, this is gonna be it. So, let's see. Good night. Goodbye.
You can't kill me.
Receive divinity.
Save it for your own
Repay.
skin.
We shall take back what we lost.